We're now going to assemble the trace minerals display. We've unpacked all the components out of the one-piece folder shipper. First, we're going to assemble the base. So to assemble the base, you're going to take the base and pop it open. There's some side panels that you'll fold inward. Fold that. Make sure to fold on the score that's the standard score as opposed to the per score as you fold those inward. The next step is to take this front panel and just start to fold it inward and downward. And you'll notice that it'll start lining up with some grooves that are on the display. And those slots that are in the panel will enable that to lock in place. Now go ahead and rotate that upside down, Tim. And then on the bottom of the display, there are 4 flaps that you'll fold inward. And that'll help square up the display and create a flat base for the display to stand on. We're now going to assemble the tray, or main body of the display. It comes out of the shipper. We're first going to start from the back. Fold up this back panel. In this tray, you'll have 2 shelf units. So first, fold up the back panel, roll in 2 of the sides, folding in and locking just 2 of the side panels. We now take a shelf unit, fold it in half, and then reverse fold the wings on the ends. And then tuck the wings underneath that side panel that you rolled inward. And then roll your next side panel in, locking that in place. Then repeat that with the second shelf. Fold in half, fold the wings outward. Then you want to take the top of the display, roll it inward, fold in your last side panel, locking your shelf in place. Now you can finish by folding in the top and bottom. That completes the shelf and tray unit, creating the main body of the display, which will then sit on the base. There's a locking tab that will attach in this slot on the base to keep the display stable during retail shipment. Okay, our next step is we're going to take the header. We're going to attach the literature holders. There's 2 per header. They go on the side panels. Take the corresponding anchor locks. Start with the bottom of the literature holder. Insert the anchor lock through the slots. And it's a matter of folding and locking the side anchor locks in place. And you'll take the header, sits on top of the tray, and there's 2 wings, so to speak, on the side of the header that slide down into the slots that are created by the roll-in tray. And that's the assembly of the header literature holders to the tray and base. Okay, we're going to first show you how to assemble or place into the display the inserts fillers for Daily 5. There's 3 components. First will be the filler that goes into the bottom tray or shelf. You'll fold these panels inward, and then the insert folds in half. Place it into the bottom tray cell. that creates 2 cells for the Daily 5 product on the bottom. Next is the center insert, which is just a scored pad. Fold the perf scores inward and then fold it in half on the standard scores. Again, creating 2 cells for the product. And the last insert is for the top tray. This has some little tabs on the very back. These take on the perf score and reverse fold those so that they fold towards the front of the display. Then your side panels fold outward, and you'll want to capture that little tab that we folded upward between the 2 panels. That helps square up the insert, and then that completes the full display for the Daily 5 product. Okay, now we're going to show you how to insert the fillers for the Magnesium product. One thing we'd like to point out is that the insert that we put in on the Daily 5 is a universal insert. It is the same filler pad that will be used for the Daily 5, the Magnesium, and the Power and Green. We're going to go ahead and insert the filler pad now for the bottom cell for the Magnesium. Again, it's just a scored pad, has some reverse score as well as standard score. We'll fold that in half. And that just, again, creating 2 cells on the bottom shelf. On the top shelf for the Magnesium product, there's a kind of a false bottom to accommodate some space for some product. There's some side panels that will fold inward, 2 tabs that will fold down, and then this panel will fold around to create a base. Then, just like most of the other scored pads, we'll reverse fold the perf scores, fold the pad in half. And that completes the assembly of the Magnesium product display. Okay, we're going to do the final display, which is for the Power and Green product. The pad that was put in on the bottom tray for that Magnesium is the same scored pad that would be used in the Power and Green. Again, the center is the same filler pad that's used on all 3 of the display for the different product. And now on the top tray for the Power and Green, it's again just a scored pad. The perf score is standard scored. Fold the pad in half. Reverse fold the sides. And that completes the Power and Green display.